Hi there everyone. So here we are at the end of another year. And it feels crazy that a year has gone by already because it only feels like yesterday when I was making the last reflections video. I know the last couple of reflections videos have been in churches, but I thought do something a little different. Take you guys for a walk in the woods instead. But I mean, this year has gone by so fast. Okay? It's been a great year, not just for the channel, but for me personally. But let's break down to what I've done this year with the Wessex Nomad, including this video. That'll be a total of 30 videos for YouTube, and then another 2 for Her Radio, and an exclusive video for Patreon. So that's 33 videos this year. My aim at the beginning of the year was to, do a bit of a push of content, sort of get this channel to where I want it to be. Almost. I mean, I succeeded 1,000 subscribers at the beginning of the year. I'm now nearly double the amount of subscribers I was at the beginning of the end of last year. And I'm not quite there with the 4,000 watch hours yet. It's a bit annoying, but it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Because, I do this because I love it. I do this because it opens so many doors for me. I do this because I love the people I meet and interact with, and the friends I've made and the communities I've built surrounding the Wessex Nomad. Obviously, the monetization money will be a nice little bonus, but I'm sure that I'll get there before long, 2025 for sure. But I mean, for myself personally, a lot's gone on. At the beginning of the year, changed jobs. I mean, I think some of you already know already, but my profession is lorry driving, or truck driving, as you would call it around the world. And previously the job I was working, I'll start at 1 a.m. and not finish until midday. I did that for like 3 years straight. No joke, for 3 years straight I was living with like 3 hours sleep a night. This is obviously disastrous for your health. In many ways. So yeah, I couldn't stand it, I couldn't take it anymore. I started working for a different firm where I basically start in the afternoon and I work into the night rather than starting the night. And yeah, it's done wonders. I'm now sleeping a lot more. And this job also requires me to do a lot of more manual handling, a lot more running around, and that's really helped. At the start of the year, I was like 104 kilograms. The lightest I got to, I think, was 93 kilograms. Now, I sort of relapsed a bit. I'm sort of around 90, I weighed myself this morning actually, I'm now 97 kilograms. Which is still all right, still less than what I started. That's a whole stone less than how I started the year. So yeah, quite pleased with that. And not only that, you might have noticed at the beginning of the year I was having some horrible skin issues, really bad acne, which is obviously, for me in my mid-30s, it's a pretty embarrassing thing to have. I still continued to go about my days, my business, and make my videos regardless. But someone actually reached out to me, sent me an email saying, "Hey, love your videos, etc., etc. But I just wanted to say, yeah, I also suffer from skin issues. This is what I suggest to do." So I would admit, at first, reading that, my heart did sink a bit. It's like, oh God, is it really that noticeable? But no, I thought, what a very kind thing for a stranger to do. But anyway, went on a bit of an elimination diet, and I was prescribed this gel creamy stuff from a doctor, and that did the job. After 2 weeks of using that, like 2 or 3 times a day, my face cleared right up. Like, wow, for the first time in years I'm seeing a clear face. So I don't know what was in that cream, but it was damn good. Yeah, so So yeah, it was really good to overcome that. It was really good to start losing weight and just to be more active with the job. So yeah, that's been great. But not only that, made many new friends this year who I consider to be like family already. And yeah, it's all generally through the Wessex Nomad. I actually had it happen recently. I nipped into a shop somewhere. I was on the way to work, and I grabbed a coffee. And as I was walking out, someone went to me, "Nice YouTube channel." It's like, oh my God, I'm recognised. And that felt strange. So yeah, for me personally, it's been fantastic. So yeah, a few of you are probably wondering, what's going on with the van? Didn't you like buy a van at the beginning of the year and you're going to convert it into like a little camper? Yes, but life has been getting in the way and just haven't had the time or money to really get on with it. But here, let me show you what it looks like at the moment. Right, this is what it's looking like at the moment. Yeah, this bit of insulation keeps falling down. It's lost its stick somewhat. But yeah, I mean, just it's still like insulated. There was a leak there that was holding me up for ages. I didn't want to do any more until I fixed that leak, and that's recently been sorted. So yeah, even with all the storms, there's no signs of leakage. So yeah, bit windy out there. But next phase, get this floor off, insulate that, put some vinyl flooring on, then take the bulkhead out, whack a curtain there, then carpet all the van. I'm not gonna bother cladding it. It's no point. It's only a small van, so just self-adhesive carpet along all that. And then basically where I'm sat, there will be a bed there going along on the side, and there, like just some storage bit, I guess, a sink maybe, I don't know. But yeah, nothing too fancy, but it doesn't need to be fancy. Somewhere I can store like night heaters and generators and whatnot. So yeah, work in progress. Yeah, got to sort that out. Yeah, and that's not my house, just in case any of you wants to talk to me. Yeah, so yeah, I mean I have camped out in this a few times already, so it's cozy enough as it is. So yeah, it really is like my aim to sort of really crack on with it at the beginning of next year. I just want it done. I'm bored of saying I'll do it this then or then. So I want to get it done. So yeah, that is a priority. But let's talk about my most viewed videos. You know, the most viewed videos I've got this year have been outside of my niche. It's quite frustrating. I made a video about my hometown, Weston-super-Mare. I sort of jumped on the, you know, British shitholes trend. And, well, I didn't jump on the trend, I just thought the trends go in. I live in Weston. There's a lot of videos on YouTube about Weston at the moment. I might as well just give my 2 cents and see what happens. And yeah, the video blew up, at least for me anyways. It's now sitting on 15,000 views, which for me is a lot. But yeah, as the year went by, this trend just kept, you know, getting bigger and bigger. Lots of people were jumping on the bandwagon, and to the point I actually found it quite annoying. You know, this whole British shithole trend was just not really doing anything helpful or productive. It was just sort of putting Britain in a very bad light, in a very bad way. I made a video responding to the trend, and that got a lot of traction as well. It's now sitting at around nearly 3,000 views, and I think the first like 2,000 came within the first 24 hours, which was a bit intimidating. So yeah, that's weird, but otherwise it doesn't matter. I'm still going to do what I mainly do because that's what I enjoy doing. I would admit, I mean, just sort of looking back at my videos, and just recently, last night actually, I read the whole of Mr. Bold and Bankrupt's new ebook, basically about how to YouTube, basically. Really good book, and yeah, it made me realise a couple of things I could be doing better. First thing I need to do is get better at thumbnails. and video titles, you know, because that's a big factor, and I feel like I could definitely improve on that. Maybe not tracking my videos out so much. I mean, do you know my Vratza video? I love that video. I think it's a good video. It's one of my favourites I've done this year, but when I think about it, I could have easily, I mean, it's an hour-long video. I could have easily made it a half-an-hour video, you know. But then again, you know, with that video, it's like you're experiencing my time in Vratza in real time with me, which I know some of you really like. Because literally with that video, as soon as I get off the coach, I start vlogging. And I'm vlogging up until I leave Vratza. So yeah, you're sort of experiencing the whole thing in real time with me. Which, yeah, I know some of you like, but thinking about it, I could have condensed that video. And you know, you still get all the important bits. It'd be easier for me because I don't have to edit so much. Yeah, it might be a win-win-win for everyone. So that's something I am gonna consider in the new year, taking more time with thumbnails and video titles, and how I structure my videos. But yeah, in terms of what I'm actually gonna be doing in 2025, I want to put more focus onto the Patreon. There's already a good handful of you signed up to that. It helps massively, you have no idea. It makes my day when someone signs up to my Patreon. So I am going to be working on more exclusive content for the Patreon. What I want is I want to do like a quarterly video, especially for Patreon and nowhere else, not for YouTube, not for Half-Fire, just Patreon. So what I'm thinking is like a series of videos that continue from one another. So like, yeah, one in March, one in June, one in September, one in December. So like a quarterly series. I haven't decided what it's going to be about, but it'll be good. It's not going to be stripped back because it's not for YouTube. It will be as much as a produced video as anything else I would do. So yeah, I'm going to do that. Start doing more book reviews. And yeah, don't forget, when you do sign up to the Patreon, you get access to a private Telegram group where you can talk to me personally, and we actually have like a group chats. So that's really cool. I get to interact with my fans a lot more personally, and they get to interact with me. And yeah, it's gone down very well. So yeah, there's going to be a lot more focus on Patreon. And then there's also this Half-Fire Radio. You know, I got approached by them this year about being on a platform because they're big fans of my videos. I initially said, well, look, sounds good, but the thing is, the Wessex Nomad as a channel is not a heathen channel. It's a travel and exploration. It's not focused on any sort of religion. I mean, yeah, I know I go to a lot of heathen sites, I go to a lot of Christian sites, but the fact that I am personally a heathen man, that's kind of coincidental. But then I thought about it. I thought, well, yeah, I could start making videos expressing the more pagan side of myself, and then yeah, make it a different angle of the Wessex Nomad. So that's what we agreed on. I did the Uta Sitta video. Everyone really liked that, and then I recently did the video at Eventful Horse and Wade and Smithy. That's gone down great. So for next year, I'm going to be aiming for one video a month for Half-Fire Radio. And again, this is just for Half-Fire Radio, not for YouTube, not for Patreon, just for Half-Fire Radio. So that's what's going on Half-Fire Radio and Patreon. But what about YouTube? I mean, this year I've been sort of like trying to push out one a week. It's been sort of averaged out about once a fortnight. But basically next year I am freeing up my time a lot more. I'm cutting my work hours down because I just don't want to be working all the time. It actually makes me quite depressed. As you know, us lorry drivers, we do work a lot of long hours, and I just always question to myself, well, why am I doing it? So yeah, the company I work for, they got a 4 on, 4 off option. And if you don't know what that is, that's basically where you work 4 days and then you're off 4 days, and the rota goes like that. So yeah, 4 days off at a time, after only working 4 days in a row, yeah, that sounds good to me. It's funny, when I spoke to my manager about that, he did try to talk me out of it. He was like, you're going to lose out on a lot of money, but after doing the math, no, I'm not really. You know, what I would do with my free time would definitely compensate. So with that obviously means I'm going to be doing a lot more travelling and exploring. However, you know, obviously I don't want to oversaturate the channel. I don't want to like just vlog every single thing I do. So I don't know. I just, like I said, I want to sort of up the production a bit. I mean, I hope to get another camera soon. I mean, this GoPro I'm filming off now is fantastic. It's still going to be the main primary camera, but yeah, just another camera, just that's a little bit sharper for like B-rolls and what have you, and you know, something I can use as like a studio camera, or just cameras when, for example, like when I'm working on the van, it can just sort of stand there on a tripod. The GoPro is great, don't get me wrong, but I mean, the GoPro is an action camera, and yeah, so. Yeah, it serves its purpose. Just want to get more of a setup. You might notice I've got a new mic. This DJI Mic 2, expensive, but oh god, I wanted it and it's doing a great job. So production quality is important. Obviously, I don't need all the top spec gear when I'm just doing travels and explorations. But you know, saying that, the GoPros are high spec. I mean, they're not cheap. So they are definitely an investment. But so yeah, I think it's going to be averaging about once a fortnight. I think once a month for the first part of the year. I've got a few things in mind and I want the focus to be on those videos. There'll still be a lot of spontaneous, sporadic adventures. Like the amount of times I'll go to bed in the evening. I'll think to myself, what am I going to do tomorrow? And I think, well, yeah, there's that standing stone and that stone circle, and there's that church I want to see. Yeah, I know what I'm doing tomorrow. Yeah, with that, I'll charge all the batteries from my camera gear, and yeah, off I go on an adventure. And I like these days, and they turn out to be some of the most enjoyable videos for you to watch. It turns out, because it's raw in the moment. But yeah, at the beginning of the year, from January, February, March, I've got a few collabs lined up. So yeah, I want to put my focus into them more than anything else. And there's a few more videos I want to make, which I've been planning to do for ages, but just haven't got around to. So yeah, I think it's going to be more planned videos rather than sporadic, spontaneous videos. There'll still be plenty of that, don't you worry. I mean, what I think makes this channel stand out is the fact that it is so like raw, organic, and authentic. It'll still be organic and authentic, just better. You know, I've been doing this channel this way now for 2.5 years, so yeah, it's time to sort of add some more elements to it, I suppose. And yes, there'll also be more trips abroad. I've already got a trip around Europe planned, semi-planned. The dates are confirmed, but nothing's booked, but plan in progress for around July. I'm really excited about that. I'm going to one country I've been to before, but this time with a local. He's going to be showing me around. And then to 2 countries I've never been to before. And I always love exploring new countries, so I'm really, really excited about that. So yeah, that's a general structure for 2025. 1 video a month for Half Hour, quarterly videos to Patreon, and 1 or 2 a month for YouTube, which is still a lot of work, but I'm happy to do it. So, to everyone that follows this channel, always leaves comments, likes, shares around, always leaves really good feedback, support and encouragement, thank you, honestly. It makes this so much more rewarding. And go from here in 2025. If you want to support me, I suggest signing up to the Patreon. You can do it for as little as £1 a month. Okay, you don't really get any real perks with £1, but it's a quid. I mean, you wouldn't even notice that going from your bank account, would you? The magic really starts from like the £3 and above tier. Okay, that's where you get like early access to the private group chat, and all else. So yeah, please consider signing up to that. If you don't want to sign up to the Patreon, you can always buy me a coffee, and all proceeds will go straight back into this, and it will help massively. So yeah, please consider doing that. All right, folks, we'll leave it at that. Thank you all for a great 2024. It's been mesmerising. It really has been. Brilliant year. So much going on. It's gone so fast. I think 2025 is going to be absolutely phenomenal. I can feel it. So yeah, once again, guys, thank you for a great year, and see you in 2025.